Hello dear students, this is your Jagan sir and welcome back to our YouTube channel Physics with Jagan sir. And today we are going to discuss ninth class of kinematics, and in this chapter we are going to discuss the following topics: equation of trajectory, projectile motion for projectile from height at certain angle with horizontal, and projectile from a moving platform. This is our ninth class, and here first one is equation of trajectory. Equation of trajectory. Equation of trajectory. Here, first point is see. Suppose a projectile is following this path, right? And here, let us assume height y. This is at a distance x from the origin, and we are considering a point as origin from where the object starts its journey. That point we are considering as origin, and from origin this point is moving in the forward direction and attaining a height y. Now initially let us assume initial velocity u, and this will be here u cos theta on the x-axis, initial velocity on x-axis, u sin theta will be the initial velocity on the y-axis. Clear? Then next point, see, by using Sx is equals to uxt plus half ax t square, and what I am going to represent is the equation or trajectory equation for projectile motion. And in our first class of kinematics we have seen what is trajectory. Representation of a equation in terms of y and x is known as trajectory equation, right? Now I am going to represent the projectile motion here, this projectile motion in terms of y and x. So for that purpose let us assume it traveled a distance x, right? Now ux displacement x, and u on x-axis is u cos theta into t plus half 0 t square. Then t is equals to x by u cos theta. X by u cos theta. This is time taken by this object from here to here, right? Similarly, by using Sy is equals to u by t plus half a by t square, a by t square. Then Sy is the displacement on y-axis, that is y is equals to initial velocity on y-axis. This is initial velocity on x-axis. This is initial velocity on y-axis. So uy is equals to u sin theta into time taken to reach that point is x by u cos theta plus 1 by 2 minus j t square, that is x square by u square cos square theta, right? Then y is equals to these u will get cancelled, x tan theta minus gx square by 2u square cos square theta, 2u square cos square theta. Now this is representation of trajectory equation of projectile motion in terms of y and x. This is trajectory equation of the projectile motion, and we can also representation in terms of range, see how can we modify this as x is equal, sorry, y is equals to x tan theta gx square by 2u square cos square theta. I am multiplying numerator and denominator with sin theta. Now y is equals to x tan theta minus x square by u square 2 sin theta cos theta by g. This will be sin theta by cos theta. Here one cos theta is coming here, one more cos theta is coming here, sin theta will be sin theta only, this sin theta is coming here, and g in the numerator is coming to denominator. Then y is equals to x tan theta minus x square u square sine 2 theta by g, then this will be tan theta. Sin theta by cos theta is equals to tan theta. Now again y is equals to x tan theta minus x square tan theta by r, since r is equals to range is equals to u square sin 2 theta by g. This is range value which we have seen in our previous class, right? Now I am taking x tan theta as a common, that will be x by r. And for numericals, for solving problems in your entrance examinations, this formula will helps you a lot. This formula will helps you a lot. And let us see some numericals over this trajectory equation. Number one is a jet of water is projected at an angle of theta is 45 degrees. Right, theta is 45 degrees with the horizontal from point A at A, which is situated at a distance x is equals to OA. Here we have given x value as OA from here to here, right? And number one case is OA value, that x value is 1 by 2 meter, that is half meter. B is 2 meters from a vertical wall. If the speed of projection is V naught, that is initial velocity V naught is equals to is equals to under root of 10 meter per second. Find the point P of striking of the water jet with the vertical wall. Right now we are going to find x and y values. Obviously x value is given as 1 by 2 meter. Let us first try to find a bit. Now I am going to find b bit, right? Now, first of all, for finding that one, let us find what will be the range for the given condition. R is equals to u square sine 2 theta by g, and u value is given as root 10 square sine 2 times of 45 by g is 10. So which is equals to 10 sine 90 by 10, which is equals to 1 meter. So range value is, if there is no wall present here, if no wall is present here, the range of water will be 1 meter, right? This is fine. Then the next point is we need to find at x is equals to 1 by 2 meter, what will be the y value? That means at what height of the wall the water will touch, right? Now see, by using y is equals to x tan theta 1 minus x by r, 1 minus x by r. Here y value which I am going to find, x value is given as 1 by 2 and tan of 45 1 minus 1 by 2, range value I just found here, that r is equals to 1 meter, right? Now which is equals to 1 by 2, 1, 1 by 2. Then y is equals to 1 by 4 meter. Y is equals to 1 by 2, 1 by 4 meter. Right? That means we can represent diagrammatically water jet if it is making 45 degrees at x is equals to, obviously you can understand one point here, range value is given as, let us assume 1 meter, and they are asking us at half meter in the question a, half meter. That means it is at the topmost point at height maximum. Actually this is the condition satisfying for height maximum. At height maximum means x value becomes 1 by 2 meter, 1 by 2 meter, and at this particular point y value becomes 1 by 4 meter, 1 by 4 meter. I hope you understood very clearly, right? Now next point is they are asking b bit as 2 meters. 2 meters means, see very carefully here, it is started its journey and falling like this. Obviously we know that this is equals to 1 meter, and they are giving a condition as this might be equals to 2 meters. Then if it is 2 meters, x value is 2 meters, what would be the y component? What will be the height? Now see here, in this case again by using y is equals to x tan theta 1 minus x by r, and y is equals to x value is 2 meter tan 45 1 minus 2 by 1, then which is equals to 2 into 1 into minus 1. Now y is equals to minus 2 meters, minus 2 meters, right? Very good. Minus 2 meters means now from origin, upward direction we consider as positive and downward direction we consider as negative, right? That means here the wall will be like this and water is touching at this point, and y value becomes minus 2 meter, x value becomes 2 meter. The coordinates for this point is 2 comma minus 2. 2 comma minus 2. So 2 is on x-axis value, x-axis value, that is the separation from here to here is 2 meters x-axis value, and y-axis value is minus 2 meters. Right? This is the first question. I hope you understood very clearly, and actually this is not at all a conceptual based question, it is a typical question. It is a critical question based on the concept whichever you known on the projectile motion. They are giving these questions little bit typically to make you to be confused, to make you to be confusing. So to avoid that confuse, you have to be regularly practice the concept, and then once you are very strong in the conceptual understanding, then you can able to solve this type of critical questions, right? And it is very hard for the student to analyze that the y component might be in the negative sign. This is most important point. The y component, according to the concept, they said y x, then y is equals to x tan theta 1 minus x by r as the formula, which students think that the y component will be maximum on the positive sign of the y component, positive sign on the y axis. But here the question is asking if y component is negative, how the question will be. This is the condition, and this is most important to analyze the situation and go according to the concept, and think again and again how to solve the problem within the boundary of concept, within the boundary of concept, right? Then next part of the, sorry, second question is, see here, from a point on the ground at a distance a from the foot of a pole, a ball is thrown at an angle of 45 degrees, right? At an angle of 45 degrees, like this, 45 degrees, which is just touches the top of the pole and strikes the ground at a distance b. Let it is a pole is present here, which is a, which is b, right? On the other side of it, find the height of the pole. Then tell me what would be the height of the pole. This is what the question is. Now, here we know the formula y is equals to x tan theta 1 minus x by r. In this case, by using, we use the same formula, y is equals to x tan theta 1 minus x by r, 1 minus x by r. And understand one most important point is, object starts its journey and ends at this point, ends at this point, they mentioned in the question itself. That means this is actually range value. So can I say range is equals to a plus b? Obviously range is equals to a plus b. Now y is equals to, this is the height y, that is I am writing as h is equals to x value at this particular point a tan theta, that is tan 45 1 minus a by range value is a plus b, right? Now h is equals to a into 1 a plus b minus a plus b, then h is equals to a b by a plus b. So height of the pole is equals to ab by a plus b. Even in this case also, they are making us to confuse, or logically they are asking the questions. They are not asking questions directly at all by using substitution in the formula and get the answer. They are not asking the questions like this, and they are making us to think about the question again and again. And again and again I am saying, you have to bound towards the concept only. You have to revolve about the concept while you are solving the problem. then only it is easier for you to crack the examination, crack the solution. First of all, crack the question. Then third question is here a particle is projected over a triangle from one extremity of a horizontal base grazing over the vertex. It falls on the other extremity of the base. See, first point is it is a triangle and the given a ball is traveling like this grazing. If alpha and beta are the base angles of the triangle, let us assume this will be the alpha value, this will be the beta value, and theta is the angle of projection. Theta is the angle of projection. Prove that tan theta is equal to tan alpha plus tan beta. And let us assume this is H and tan alpha is equal to, let us say it is A value, it is B value. Let us assume like this. So total range of the projectile is equal to A plus B. Obviously, up to here you are very clear. According to the question, I am drawing the diagram, and the representation of the diagram based on the question is most important. Free body diagram, we consider it as free body diagram, or otherwise you can consider as representation of a diagram from the question is one of the most important concept, and you have to be very strong in this one, the representation of a diagram from the question. Then only you can able to easily solve the problem. Okay, now see here tan alpha, can I say h by a, let it be equation number 1. Tan beta is equals to h by b, let it be equation number 2, right? Now for trajectory by using y is equals to x tan alpha for tan theta 1 minus x by r formula. Let us assume up to a point only, and height is at a point by h. A tan, they given as angle is theta 1 minus a by a plus b, right? Then h is equals to a tan theta a plus b minus a by a plus b. A get cancelled. H is equals to a tan theta b by a plus b. Then h by a is equals to tan theta b by a plus b. Now h by a plus b by b tan theta, then h by a by b plus 1 tan theta. Now h by a is equals to tan theta from equation 1 and 2. Here we represented in equation 1 and 2, tan alpha is equals to h by a, tan beta is equals to h by b. So we can write it as tan alpha plus tan beta is equals to tan theta. And this is what they are asking us to prove. So I have proved that, right? Next one, projectile from height at certain angle with the horizontal. Let us see the next concept. See, the concept is, first let us say a projectile is falling like this, how can I find number 1 time of flight? Number 1 is, how can I find time of flight? Again, see, let us assume this is y in the downward direction. Obviously, from origin, this is the point from where object starts its journey, means its origin. From origin, the object is falling in the downward direction, means this will be negative on the y-axis. Displacement of the object on the y-axis is negative minus y. And initially, let us assume it is having a velocity u, means this will be u cos theta if it is theta, and this will be u sin theta, and u cos theta will be the velocity on x-axis, u sin theta will be the velocity on y-axis, uy, ux and uy values. Now for finding time of flight, by using sy is equals to uyt plus half ay t square, ay t square. Now see here, sy, displacement on the y-axis only required here. Displacement on the y-axis, initial point, final point, then the displacement on y-axis is minus y, and initial velocity on the y-axis is u sine theta, u sine theta, and time of flight which I am going to find is t plus half g minus g, because earth is always trying to pull the object towards its center, so acceleration due to gravity ay is only existing always, which is equals to minus g into t square. And here you note one point, it is giving a quadratic equation, so by solving the quadratic equation you will get the time of flight value. Clear? Then second part of the question is finding range. range Range means this is the range value. See here, this is the range value. For finding that range, we are using, by using Sx is equals to uxt plus half axt square, half axt square. Then ux means u cos theta into time value which we are going to find from here, that we can substitute here, plus half 0 t square, 0 t square. Then r is equals to, range is equals to u cos theta into t. Clear? And third point and most important point is, see, finding final velocity, final velocity at a point of striking ground, striking ground, right? At the point of striking ground. See here, suppose the object starts its journey and falling at this point. Suppose here it is a velocity vector, and we can consider Vx, Vy. Vx is the velocity, final velocity on the x-axis. Vy is the final velocity on the y-axis. Clear? Now, velocity vector is equals to Vxi minus Vyj, because it is representing in the downward direction and Vx is representing in the rightward direction. We are considering Vx as positive, Vy as negative. Let it be equation number 2. Finding Vx, finding Vx. How can we find Vx value? Vx is V by using Vx square minus Ux square is equals to 2ax sx, 2ax sx. Now Vx square, and initially the object is u, so this will be u cos theta. So u cos theta square to 0 sx, because the acceleration is not mentioned in the question, so we can consider ax is equals to 0. Then vx square is equals to u cos theta square, so vx is equals to u cos theta, vx is equals to u cos theta. First point. Then the second point, finding vy, finding vy. While we are finding vy value, again by using vy square, uy square, 2ay sy, right? Vy square, final velocity, and uy square, u sin theta whole square, 2 minus g minus y. See here, this height I am considering as y, and downward direction minus y, acceleration due to gravity minus g, so obviously minus g into minus y, right? Then Vy square is equals to u sin theta square plus 2g by 2g by, right? Now Vy is equals to u sin theta square plus 2g by. Now v is equals to, that velocity vector becomes u cos theta I minus under root of u sin theta square plus 2g by j, 2g by j. Clear? Now if I want its magnitude, V under root of u cos theta square plus u sin theta square under root of 2gy whole square, right? So this is square and root and square will get cancelled. V is equals to under root of u square cos square theta u square sin square theta plus 2gy. Then this will gives us V is equals to under root of u square plus 2gy. This is the final velocity attained by the object. Clear? Now second part of the concept is, if object is falling like this, again by making an angle theta with the initial velocity u, and here I am giving you this concept as your homework. You just try this, and if you could not get it or if you had any doubts, you can comment me in the comment box. I will definitely give you the response, right? Now, and at this point, find velocity. Number one, find time of flight. Time of flight. Number two, find range value. As I discussed in the upward direction concept, before this concept, the procedure remains the same. And third one is velocity at P, point P, at point P. These three values, you just try this. And if you have any doubts, you can comment me. I will definitely help you. Right? Then, next one, a ball is thrown from the top of a building 45 meters high with a speed of above the horizontal rate. That means the question is, a ball is throwing like this top of a building 45 meters at a speed of 20 meter per second, 20 meter per second above the horizontal at an angle of 30 degrees, 30 degrees. Find the time taken by the ball to reach the ground. Very good. Finding time of flight. Finding time of flight. First point. How can I find the time of flight? By using Sy is equals to u by t plus half a by t square, right? Then displacement, this is the origin, initial point, this is end point, and this is the displacement on the y-axis. Minus 45 is equals to uy, initial velocity on the y-axis. This is initial velocity on the x-axis. 20 cos 30 degrees. This is 20 sin 30 degrees, which is equals to 10, which is equals to 10, sorry, 20 root 3 by 2, 10 root 3. Then we need only initial velocity on y-axis, uy value. Uy value is 10 t plus minus 10, since ay is equals to minus g, and t square. Now this will be minus 45 10t minus 5t square. Then this will be 5t square minus 10t minus 45 is equals to 0. And again t square minus 2t minus 9 is equals to 0. Then t of t minus 2, no, right? Very good. Taking roots little bit hard. Chalo, we will go with the formula minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. By using that formula, minus b means minus of minus 2 plus or minus under root of b square minus 4 ac by 2 into a value is 1. So t is equals to 2 plus or minus 4 plus 36 by 2. Then t is equals to 2 under root of 40 by 2 to root 10 by 2. So t value will be here 1 plus root 10 or 1 minus root 10. So root 10 value is obviously greater than 1. So it will be cancel here. So time will be here 1 plus root 10. 1 plus root 10, right? Now, time of flight is equal to 1 by root 10 is the seconds, is the answer. And next is the speed of the ball just before it touches the ground. Now, speed of ball at point P, that is, see here, they are asking find what is velocity at this point. Now, the velocity is V is equals to Vxi minus Vy Now, Vx is equals to u cos theta. Just now we have seen. Otherwise, we can find like this by using Vx square ux square 2ax sx, right? And Vx value is u cos theta whole square 2 into 0 sx, because there is no acceleration, and here I am considering u cos theta, u sin theta, right? Then Vx is equals to u cos theta. Similarly, Vy is equals to uy square 2ay sy u sin theta whole square 2 minus g minus y. This is y minus y because it is moving in the downward direction. Then Vy is equals to u sin theta square 2g by, right, and ultimately V is equals to u cos theta I minus u sin theta square plus 2g by j. Then magnitude is, as we discussed, u square plus 2g by, according to the concept which we were already discussed in the concept. So that's why I am writing directly. So V is equals to under root of u value is 20 square 2 into 10, y value is, otherwise you can write minus 10 also, and height value is 45, then which is equals to 400 plus 900, right? Then V is equals to under root of 1300 meter per second, 1300 meter per second, right? Now let us go with the third concept. Let us go with the third concept. Here, projectile from a moving frame. Suppose it is a frame, it is a platform which is moving with the velocity v. Let us assume it is moving with the velocity v, and here a candidate is present, and this candidate throwing a ball with the velocity of u, which is making an angle theta with the horizontal. Now this will be u cos theta and this will be u sin theta, right? U sin theta. Then velocity of ball with respect to, let us consider it as trolley. Velocity of ball with respect to trolley is equals to velocity of ball minus velocity of trolley. And note here one point, whenever I am writing in our relative motion concept also I had explained you in one dimensional relative motion, this is with respect to ground, similarly this is also with respect to ground. Then velocity of ball with respect to ground is velocity of ball with respect to trolley plus velocity of trolley with respect to ground. Then velocity of ball with respect to trolley is u cos theta. This is along x-axis. You can consider as along x-axis u cos theta, and velocity of trolley with respect to ground is v. So this is the velocity of ball with respect to ground on x-axis, right? Similarly, velocity of ball on ground, velocity of ball with respect to ground actually u sin theta only. There is no vertical velocity of platform or trolley. So we can consider this as on y-axis. Y-axis, right? Similarly, if I see the case as trolley is moving in the leftward direction, but he is throwing the object like this, u cos theta, u sin theta, and it is v. In such a case, velocity of ball with respect to ground is equals to, now the direction which he is considering, which he is throwing, should be positive. So here this will be u cos theta, and trolley is moving in the upward direction, the downward, sorry, leftward direction means minus v. This is along x axis, and v bg u sin theta along y-axis, along y-axis. Clear? Similarly, if trolley is moving in the upward direction with the velocity v, and he is throwing the ball u cos theta, u sin theta, then velocity of ball with respect to ground u cos theta only along x-axis, and velocity of ball with respect to ground u sin theta plus v along y-axis. I hope you understand very clearly, because here it is having two velocity components. So velocity of ball with respect to trolley is u, velocity of ball with respect to trolley is u, and trolley itself is having velocity v. So ultimately velocity of ball with respect to ground along the vertical direction is u sin theta plus v. Now similarly, if trolley is moving in the downward direction with the velocity v, and he is throwing with the velocity of u with respect to trolley by making an angle u cos theta, u sin theta, then velocity of ball with respect to ground u cos theta along x-axis, because the trolley is especially moving in the y-axis. That's why we can write u cos theta on x-axis. Velocity of ball with respect to ground is u sin theta minus v along y-axis, along y-axis. Is it clear? Because the direction which he is throwing we are considering as positive. Obviously trolley is moving in the downward direction, means we are representing it with the negative side. And this is what the concept of projectile from a moving frame. And based on this concept, let us try to solve a critical and most important question. See, the question is, a man is standing on a railroad car traveling with a constant velocity 10 meter per second. This is the case. He wishes to throw a ball through a stationary hoop 5 meters high. See here, this is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second, and here he want to throw a ball which needs to travel through this 5 meters above height, 5 meters above height of his hands. Right? Okay, no problem. In such a manner that the ball will move horizontally as it passes through the hoop. It is moving horizontal means the velocity vector will be horizontal when it is at the maximum height only. So we can consider phi as the maximum height. So what is the maximum height formula? U square sin square theta by 2g by 2g, right? Now he throws the ball with a speed of 12.5 meters per second with respect to himself. That means with respect to trolley. Now this is equals to 12.5 and theta. This will be 12.5 cos theta, and this will be 12.5 sin theta, right? Sorry, sorry. And here, as per my observation, they are not given any angle value, right? Chalo, 5 into u value is 12.5 square sin square theta by 2 into 10. G values I am considering as 10, right? Now 20, 100, let us assume 100, 20 into 5. Next is equals to 12.5, 12.5 into sine square theta. Otherwise, I can write 100 into 100, 125, 125 sine square theta, 4, 5, 4, 5. I am dividing with 25. Obviously, 16 by 25 is equals to sine square theta. Then sine theta is equals to under root of 16 by 25, or sine theta is equals to 4 by 5. Therefore, theta is equals to 53 degrees. Theta is equals to 53 degrees. Right? Now, the first question is what must be the vertical component of the initial velocity of the ball? See here, initially the ball is moving in the rightward direction. So we can consider vertical component value remains 12.5 sine theta. So velocity on vertical axis, initial velocity on vertical axis, uy is equals to 12.5 sine theta, and theta value is 53. So 12.5 sine 53, and sine 53 value is equals to 4.5. So 12.5 into 4 by 5, which is equals to 125 by 10, 4 by 5, 25, 2, 5, 2, which is equals to uy is equals to 10 meter per second. First bit has been completed. First bit has been completed. Then the second bit is how many seconds after he releases the ball will it pass through the hoop. That means ball starts its journey from here and reaches the hoop, and the hoop is at the maximum height. Maximum height. Now see here, finding time of flight. Time of flight. See, object starts its journey and falling at this location and reaches horizontal velocity at the maximum height and reaches at this point in the duration of time of flight time of flight by 2 by 2, because time taken from here to here is equals to here to here. So if I find the total time of flight divided by 2, that will gives us time taken by the object to reach from here to here. Clear? Right. Now time of flight, let us assume t is equals to 2u sine theta by g. Then t is equals to 2 into u value they given as, right, 12.5, and sine 53 by g value is 10. G value is 10, right? Now which is equals to 2 into 125 by 100, 4 by 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. So time is equals to 2 seconds. Total time taken for the complete journey. Complete journey is 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Now required time, required time to reach maximum height, maximum height is equals to 2 by 2, that is 1 second is the required time. 1 second is the required time, right? Then third part of the question is at what horizontal distance in front of the loop must he release the ball? That means they are asking us to find what is this value. They are asking us what is this value, right? That means here range is equals to half of the range. We want half of the range. Let us assume from this person which is moving with 10 meter per second, he is throwing 12.5 and it is reaching hoop, and this is what they are asking us to find, x value. Clear? Now by using Sx is equals to uxt plus half axt square, and acceleration on the x-axis is not represented in the question. So we can consider Ax is 0, then Sx is equals to Ux into t, and time taken is obviously from this point to this point is time taken is 1 second, which we had just found it. Now Ux is the velocity of ball with respect to ground, with respect to ground. Am I right? Then we can say Sx, that is x is equals, otherwise first of all let us find what is ux. Ux is velocity of ball with respect to ground is velocity of ball with respect to trolley plus velocity of trolley with respect to ground. This is what I just now I explained in the concept, right? Then which is equals to 12.5 plus velocity of ball with respect to trolley 12.5 cos 53 plus velocity of trolley with respect to ground is 10, right? Now which is equals to 125 by 10 into 3 by 5 plus 10, this is equals to 25 to 5, which is 15 by 2 plus 10, which is 17.5. This is velocity of x, 7.5 meter per second. Clear? Now x is equals to ux into t is the formula. X is equals to 7.5 into 1 second. So x is equals to 7.5 meters. 7.5 meters. Clear? And this is what is today's concept along with the numericals. I hope you enjoyed the class. And the next point is, if you have any queries, you can comment me in the comment box. You can let me know. I will try to give you the best from my side for your entrance examination. And apart of this, one most important announcement is, you please follow our Telegram channel, Physics with Jagan sir, for daily practice sheets and weekend examination papers. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.